It's a really
In a move straight out of a Hollywood thriller, the Duchess has reportedly jetted off to Dubai, ditching Montecito and the media circus in what insiders are calling a self-imposed exile. No press, no palace, just a luxury escape that smells less like vacation and more like a royal rebellion. Is this the end of Meghan's American fairy tale or the start of her global power grab? Buckle up, the drama's just getting started. Why now? Oh, you're not ready for this one. South Park just unleashed another savage takedown, and this time, they didn't hold back. The animated assassins tore into Meghan with brutal precision, dragging her back into the spotlight she desperately wants to control. Insiders say the Duchess is livid, humiliated, and spiraling. And here's the kicker. She's reportedly plotting a total media overhaul from halfway across the globe. Forget damage control. This reeks of panic mode. The roast hit so hard, it may have triggered Meghan's ultimate escape plan.
One of the exact royal family.
In the savage new episode titled Respect Our Pregnancy, the show doesn't just throw shade, it burns the whole house down. From fake baby bump whispers to influencer fakery and tone-deaf brand flops, Meghan gets dragged through every dirty corner of internet gossip, and the result is nothing short of a PR inferno. Sources say the backlash is exploding behind the scenes. And now Meghan is allegedly eyeing a permanent escape from Hollywood. The strategy? Ditch the red carpets, dodge the chaos, and disappear into the ultra-luxe shadows of Dubai, far from the cameras, but not the controversy.
Reality show.
What happens when satire strikes a nerve? For Meghan Markle, it's spiraling into a full-scale media breakdown, and it's playing out like a tabloid thriller. That so-called luxury getaway to Dubai? Insiders say it's no vacation. It's the implosion of a brand she spent years building. South Park's latest scorcher, Respect Our Pregnancy, didn't just poke fun, it torched every weak spot in Meghan's public image. From the infamous moon bump rumors to her whiplash-inducing dance between Leave Me Alone and Watch Me Everywhere, the episode dragged it all into the daylight. And when it aired, Meghan reportedly went into meltdown mode, watching her narrative slip through her fingers faster than any royal. The backlash? Instant, global, and absolutely ruthless. South Park's 2025 DEI special didn't just mock Meghan, it eviscerated her. In the brutal segment Respect Our Pregnancy, nothing was safe. Staged bump photos, moon bump rumors, influencer mom branding, and her spiritual glam image all got torched. And of course, they dragged her signature contradiction, demanding privacy while chasing the spotlight. This wasn't comedy, it was a full-blown takedown. The message landed like a punch to the gut. When your brand thrives on curated vulnerability, the internet won't just watch you crack, it'll shatter you for clicks. Meghan's relentless chase for media control backfired spectacularly, igniting a digital wildfire she couldn't put out. Within hours of South Park's savage airing, hashtags like #SouthParkMeghan, #DiacarMoonBump, and #Pillowgate exploded across X, TikTok, and Reddit. The episode was instantly labeled vicious, hilarious, and for some, the final nail in her brand's coffin. Even her loyal fan base seemed shaken. And this time, no slick clapback, no curated post, just deafening silence.
Privacy.
Behind palace walls, or what's left of them, Meghan Markle was reportedly in meltdown mode. Insiders say the Duchess completely unraveled, with one aide claiming she exploded at staff for not anticipating the South Park ambush. Others paint a darker picture. Meghan going radio silent, dodging calls from Archewell partners, Netflix execs, even Harry himself. She thought 2025 was her redemption arc, a Hollywood insider revealed. Now, she's the joke again, and it's breaking her. This wasn't just a skit to Meghan. Sources say it felt like a direct assault on her identity, especially the brutal jabs at her curated motherhood and brand-first empathy. Forget satire. To Meghan, this was character execution, televised for the world to laugh at.
off of me.
Her team calls it a strategic move, but insiders whisper it's a desperate escape from a crumbling California fantasy. With her Hollywood rebrand stalling, Netflix deals frozen, and her Montecito lifestyle becoming late-night fodder, Meghan's Western empire is cracking at the seams. So why Dubai? Sources claim she's eyeing a glossy reinvention, this time as a global tastemaker rooted in wellness, fashion, and Middle Eastern philanthropy. But media experts aren't buying the glow-up. You can change the backdrop, says cultural critic Lydia Brent, but not the storyline. The internet remembers everything. In other words, same drama, just a different time zone.
Worse.
Meghan's playbook is starting to look painfully predictable. Backlash hits, she vanishes, reemerges with a shiny new persona, and the cycle begins again. Long before South Park lit the match, the cracks were already showing. Her bizarre promo for American Riviera Orchard had already turned heads, and not in a good way. Twerking in a sun hat while gripping a jam jar, Meghan tried to serve empowerment. Instead, she served secondhand embarrassment. The video, meant to be casual chic, came off as staged, awkward, and wildly out of touch. Social media tore it apart as with words like cringe, desperate, and Gwyneth knockoff dominating the discourse. Then South Park twisted the knife. In a now viral scene, a Meghan-like character twerks furiously, shouting, "Respect our authenticity," while clinging to a jar of jam. It was ruthless, it was savage, and it struck right at the heart of Meghan's brand. The fallout? Instant and devastating. Doors, Meghan's empire is grinding to a halt. Sources say she slammed the brakes on all product launches, with brand momentum evaporating almost overnight. What was supposed to be her big comeback has turned into a full-scale retreat. Even Netflix, once her golden ticket in the post-royal game, is backing away. Her latest project, a scripted series based on her feminist evolution from royal to rebel, is reportedly in limbo. On paper, it had potential. But in the wake of South Park's takedown and growing brand fatigue, execs are nervous. One insider allegedly told Variety, "We're not pulling the plug, but we're not moving forward either. Right now, it's just too risky." For Meghan, it's a crushing reality. The streaming giant she once relied on is now ghosting her, just as she slips quietly into her luxe Dubai exile.
The minute you family.
Insiders say Prince Harry is barely holding it together in Montecito, left behind to juggle parenting, run Archewell, and navigate the media chaos solo. Insiders describe him as drained, frustrated, and blindsided by Meghan's abrupt departure. One source claims he pleaded with her to stay and face the storm as a team. Her answer? "I need space." Then she walked. Behind the scenes, tensions between the two are said to be boiling over. And now, whispers are getting louder. A public split, once unimaginable, may be looming. While Meghan lays the groundwork for a reinvention overseas, Harry is left clinging to the shattered pieces of their once united front. Her sudden retreat to Dubai hasn't just triggered a global media frenzy, it's thrown her carefully controlled image into freefall. The brand is no longer just bruised. It's in crisis.
Lilybet.
South Park has officially obliterated the last curated pieces of Meghan's public persona. Her business ventures are tanking, her marriage is under strain, and insiders say we're no longer watching a misstep. We're witnessing the slow-motion implosion of the Meghan Markle brand. Dubai might be her luxury escape hatch, but it's not a solution. Not when the world is still reeling from the now viral Respect Our Pregnancy episode. And just when things couldn't get worse, Matt Stone, South Park's co-creator, poured gasoline on the fire. In a bold, unfiltered interview, he didn't flinch. "We parody people who take themselves too seriously. Meghan made herself a target. She begged for attention, then panicked when it arrived." That unapologetic take sparked a frenzy. Viewers rallied around South Park, critics sharpened their claws, and Meghan's image took yet another hit. To them, she's not a victim. She's the architect of her own downfall.
So you're a journalist.
The Duchess, who once mastered the media game, once hailed as a symbol of royal defiance, is now being recast as a PR tactician who can throw punches but crumbles under fire. In classic damage control fashion, Meghan's legal team allegedly sprang into action, pressuring Paramount and Comedy Central to pull or edit the South Park episode. But media lawyers shut it down cold. Thanks to US satire protections and the First Amendment, the show isn't going anywhere. Now Meghan's trapped in a brutal double bind. Sue, and she looks petty and panicked. Stay silent, and she looks defeated. Either way, it fuels the narrative her critics are thriving on, that Meghan Markle is an over-polished, overprotected brand struggling to survive actual scrutiny. One former Archewell insider put it bluntly, "Every time she threatens legal action, it proves the point. She's not fighting for a cause. She's fighting for a spotlight." And that's what makes this more than a cartoon controversy. It's a full-on implosion of a brand built on empowerment, control, and curated morality. And now, it's unraveling in real time.
Harry last year wrote a book called Spare, which smashed his brother, his father.
People set out to rewrite the script. Modern royalty, feminist powerhouse, global do-gooder. But fast forward to 2025, and she's looking less like a trailblazer and more like a walking contradiction. The woman who once chased the spotlight is now ducking it, trading Hollywood Hills for the shimmering skyline of Dubai in yet another glossy rebrand. But here's the million-dollar question. Is this her comeback arc or her quiet exit? Can Meghan really reinvent herself again? Or is this the beginning of a slow fade from the Western media stage she once dominated? Some say she's the victim of unrelenting pressure. Others argue it's the inevitable collapse of a brand that treated personal drama like a content strategy. We want to hear from you. Is Meghan being unfairly targeted? Or is this the price of selling a story too many times? Sound off in the comments. And if you're into real talk, unapologetic breakdowns, and the stories behind the spin, stick with us. This is Star Spotlight. And remember, with Meghan Markle, the plot never dies. It just relocates.